Hello, sunshines. It's Mo. All right. So, just a little disclaimer: if you hear a baby crying, like in the background, just know that I have a neighbor that has a baby and that he cries a lot. But anyway, so um, I just wanted to come on here to share with you guys a testimony that I have that I've been kind of keeping under wraps for some time, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. If you guys have been with me all this time, you know that I am a student in a physical therapy school, the Doctor of Physical Therapy program in my area. And I have been studying and doing constant exams and practicums and all this type of stuff. And I am excited to announce that I am in the tail end of my semester. I just finished my second year of my program, and I'm now a third year. Whoop, whoop. And this is the last year that I'm going to be in this program. So my didactic semesters are over. I just finished my finals and my practicums and stuff like that for this semester, for the summer semester. And now all that's left is clinicals, of actually going in the clinic, practicing what I've learned, and just trying to be great. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Sorry that the Are You Ready for the Truth series has been on the back burner, but I've been studying for my exams. I've been just trying to get spiritually, mentally, emotionally, all those things together before I go into that. Because one thing about me is that I just want to always be genuine and sincere, and I don't want to just spew out content or whatever just because everybody else is doing that, or because I feel like there's pressure for me to do that. So bear with me, you guys. That is still coming. But with me being in my last semester and stuff like that, it was a crazy semester. I was in school in and out like all day during the summer, and it was just hard. And but I'm thankful that the Lord has been so faithful to get me through that. And not only that, but just I've been spiritually out of whack because I haven't with my schedule. I've been so like all over the place and stuff like that, and not really focused. So now that I'm on a little break, I have a 3-week break before my clinicals start. My first clinical is 12 weeks, and I'm going to be in a inpatient setting. And then my second clinical, I don't know where, or my third clinical, I don't know where I'm going to be right now. So there's that. So in this time, I just really want to recalibrate. I was just praying the other day, like, Lord, I just want to be better in you. Before getting on YouTube and doing whatever, before any of that, I just want to be close to you, because at the end of the day, if we're, seeking the approval of others, if we're doing all those things, we're not in the right. Our most important work and our first work should be in our relationship with the Lord, and Him being our first love, Him being our anchor, Him being all that we need, and being our source. The word says to seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all of those other things shall be added unto you. And it's not that I've been all over the place in like I haven't been reading or whatever, or being close with God and stuff like that, but like I've just been in like a limbo of things, and I just want to have like a time of rest to just renew my spirit and just renew myself from the crazy semester that I've been in. I've been striving and trying to do my best and stuff like that, and it's been difficult, and it's been hard to keep everything together, but thanks be to God, everything is well. Everything is really well, and I passed all my exams. God has been faithful. The things that I've been going through socially with people in my program and this and that are just I'm just at peace, and it with it being at the end, like people are moving away and this and that, and it's bittersweet, but I'm just thankful that we came in here, we were able to do what we needed to do, and now I've been in a state of like reminiscing. I remember, like, before I even got into this program, I prayed this prayer that, Lord, don't let me get into physical therapy school. Don't let me get into any program. Don't let me get an acceptance letter if this is not what you desire for me. Prior to this, I was a patient care nurse assistant, working in the hospital, and seeing patients and this and that, and just like, wow, one day, if it be the Lord's will, I'll be working with patients in a different way, like in physical therapy rather than in like the nursing field and stuff like that. So it's just really cool how things have turned out, and God honored my request that, Lord, don't let me get into this program if I'm not going to finish. Don't let me get into this program if it's not your will. Don't let me get into this program if this is not what you desire for me, if there's something more, if there's something else that you want me to do with my life. So I'm just blown away by what the Lord has done. As I've talked about on another series on Endo Diaries, I talked about how in the middle of my first semester, like the end of my first summer semester of school, in the midst of COVID, in the midst of my schooling, I had to have surgery. And I was out for I thought, oh, I'll have the surgery, it's going to be fine, and then I'm just going to be back in school on Monday. Like, no problem. I did not realize how much of a toll a surgery, even an outpatient surgery, has on your body. Like, I was out for the count for like 3 weeks, and maybe longer, because just stuff happened and stuff like that. But that's not the point. The point is that in the midst of that, the Lord still brought me through. In the midst of that, when that was the hardest semester of my life, and the Lord just showed up and showed out. And even in this semester, where I think this semester and that semester rival each other on how hard they were, because this semester it was like socially it was hard, and the coursework was hard, and just everything felt hard. But God did it, and there's nothing else, no one else that can take the credit. Like, it wasn't me, it wasn't anyone else. And I think what's so cool about it is that in the midst of this semester, I experienced a lot of, I feel like in the spirit, like purging of friends, purging of relationships, purging of just feeling in the midst of that, feeling like a lot alone, and feeling like just all by myself, just to put it simply. And I think that was all God too, because it's like, if everything is stripped away from you, that is how you, and you still are able to make it, and you still are leaning on God even more, which is where He wants you to be, then that's where you need to be. And it just showed me how much He has me, that it wasn't other people helping me through this program and getting me through, and doing that. Like, God bless Him for the help that they had in their season, But at the end of the day, I think God was showing me in the midst of the things that I was going through that I'm here for you, and I've always been here, and I'm the one getting you through this. You know, I made a promise to you that I would get you through this program, that I would not let you get into this program unless you were able to finish. And that is what it is happening, and that is what has happened. So it's just really cool, like, to just, like, this is my life. Like, this is the testimony that the Lord saw fit for me to bear. And I'm just so thankful. I'm thankful for the people that God has placed in my life, new people that He's placed in my life that are better for me, and that are in the things of God, and that encourage me in the things of God rather than in their own human knowledge or their own human beliefs or encouragement. That's great and in their time, but what I needed, what I didn't realize that I needed, was more of the Lord and more of His people and stuff to encourage me. Because human encouragement and stuff like that, human knowledge, can only go so far. But that is what I needed in this time, and that's what I got. That's what I received. And it was hard to let those things go and let those people go. But at the end of the day, I feel like it was what was best, and God truly, truly knows what's best. Like when His word says that He knows us before we were even in our mother's womb. He chose us to be with Him, and to love Him and to serve Him and all these things. And that He's truly good and He's truly faithful. I've been leaning so much on, in previous years, I've been leaning so much on people, and feeling like in my own mind that they were getting me through the program, or they were getting me through things that I was going through. But the truth is that God has always been there to get me through, and has always been there to lead me and guide me as a shepherd leads his sheep. And just seeing it manifest is just beyond words. Beyond words. And so I'm thankful for all of the things that He's allowed me to go through, to just show me how much He is God, how much He is faithful, how much He is truly sovereign and truly able to answer when we call, and to answer our prayers, and to just be faithful to be our Father, and protect us and shield us from those things that would harm us, and all of those things. So yeah, like, if you are going through anything of the sort of what I'm talking about, whether it's school, whether it's family situations, whether it's marriage, whether it's whatever, just know that God is faithful to be with you if you let Him in to your heart, if you let Him in to your situation, through prayer, and even through fasting. Sometimes it is needed to fast through these hard times, but God is truly faithful. He is faithful to perform. He is faithful to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that you can ask or think. And He is truly able to give you peace that surpasses all understanding in the midst of storms and trials and tribulations, and in the middle of things that it may feel like your world is falling apart. You know, those very things that you think are holding you up, God will allow those things to come crashing down, and you look around and you're still standing, and it's like, that is all God. It is only God that allows me to stand and continues to allow me to stand. So, I've just been, pumping myself up, and just thanking God, and just telling myself in my own mind that if God can bring me through this, then he can bring me through all things. There is no fear. There's no need to worry. There's no need to doubt, because God has proven himself time and time again, over and over in my life. He has proven himself to be faithful to me, and to be faithful to that he is in this, that I'm not just frolicking along, just doing what I think is best, but he is guiding me with his mighty hand. And I'm thankful for it. And if you're going through these things, if you're in between, listen, I know what failure feels like. This was not my first, try at physical therapy school, and that is why I prayed that prayer in the beginning before I got into the school. The first time I applied, I didn't get into none of my schools that I applied for, and they were all away. And just seeing how cool it is that the timing of the Lord, and just how he orchestrates things just beyond what we can ever think. Like my first time applying, right into going into my senior year of undergrad, I didn't get into any schools. They were all out of state. And I was just like, oh man, just really downtrodden, sad, and all these things. But then, I'm just like, okay, I'm going to revamp my application, stuff in there, my GRE, this and that, and all these things. And I'm going to try again. And that is when I prayed that prayer. So I put the work in. I did, what I could do, but I gave it all to the Lord, and just like, Lord, if this is not your will for me, don't let me get into any of these schools. Don't let me even get accepted. And lo and behold, not only did I get into this school that I'm at now, but he allowed me to get an interview for every school that I applied to. That is the faithfulness of God, to let me know that I'm with you. I'm for you, daughter. I am in this. You are not on your own. And just every year along the way, he has shown me time and time again that he is still with me. And it's amazing. It's amazing. And so yeah. So just trust the Lord. Lean not on your own understanding. Don't let fear, don't let what people say, don't let how people may question what you're doing and how you're doing it and all those things. Don't let it deter you. Look to the Lord, inquire of the Lord, ask the Lord, is this what you want me to do? If not, don't open that door, because we know that opens doors that no man can shut and closes doors that no man can open. So he is truly faithful, and there's nothing that should sway us from trusting the Lord and from trusting his love for us. And surely if he loves us, that he's going to direct us in the right way, and that he is going to seek after our best interest and what is best for us. So I just want to say that and give you the news, and just let you know that I'm going to be graduating in May, and I'm so excited. And I'm just praising the Lord even now in advance to what he is going to do in my life. And I'm praising God in advance for what he's going to do in your life too, because I know that he is working all around us. So be encouraged, stay encouraged, and remember, let your light shine before men. Amen.